Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 19th of March 2021. Continuing with our theme week of cartoon legends and heroes, how could I not include Bugs Bunny? Yes, indeed. It is the bunny himself, the big bad bunny. It's Bugs. Yes, in his own Nintendo game. So, I've not played this one before, so this is a first for me as well, but I just couldn't not include a Bugs Bunny game. There was actually quite a lot of Bugs Bunny games. I think Bugs Bunny's Birthday Bash. I've tried to avoid racing games for now. There might be a racing game week at some point, and if you would like to see that, let me know in the comments. But until then, we're going to look at this, which is, Crazy Castles, which is brilliant so far. So the basic basis of the game is that you need to collect all the carrots on the level before you can progress to the next stage, which obviously we will be doing during this review. So as usual, we're going to look how cute. We're going to look at graphics first. That's a very colourful password screen, isn't it? So let's take a look. Now, this is not too bad really, is it? I mean, that is recognisable as Bugs Bunny. I mean, I maybe would have called it Bugs Bunny's Power Walking perhaps, but you know, it works. Graphically, it's actually quite nice. You can tell that's Sylvester the cat as well. So they've done quite a good job in making the sprites recognisable. I really quite like that about games, because sometimes you think, what the hell were they smoking? Because sometimes you get a game and the main character looks nothing like who it should do. This, however, does. And I'm pleased that it does, because it would be a travesty to have Bugs Bunny looking like someone else. Now, in I think it was Japan that this game was released as Roger Rabbit, which was obviously Disney. And I think that it was something to do with licensing issues that it got turned into Bugs Bunny. So that's a bit of trivia. And yeah, I'm going to try and track that one down, actually, so we can actually have a look at that one in a different week, or after this theme week's finished. Because it'd be good to see what the variation was like. I'm guessing it was pretty much exactly the same as this, but using Roger Rabbit characters instead. But the presentation's really nice. It's got some nice colour. The carrots are nice. Who doesn't like a good carrot? And the animation's really nice and smooth as well, which is actually really nice to see from the Nintendo. I'm not saying that the NES had bad animation in the slightest, before you all jump on my back. But you know what? Sometimes animations skip a few frames. I'm going to try and drop this bucket on his head. Yes, there we go. Now you do get... it doesn't look like they respawn once you've dropped something on their heads. Now, I'm assuming the boxing gloves that you pick up, you can fire at the different characters roaming the screen trying to kill you. Oh yes. We're not pulling any punches here. They're trying to kill you. Well done, Warner Brothers. Anyway, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot, actually. Do you know what? Sometimes simplicity wins every time. Nothing has to be complex. So we'll move on to the controls as we're talking about simplicity. I think I just threw a boxing glove at him then. I must have done, because otherwise I'd have been deed. Controls. Left, right, up, down, and then you've got basically a fire button for throwing your boxing gloves, and that's it. Now, to get up and downstairs, you need to hold up, which will cause Bugs to walk in the direction that you're facing. The same with down, but as soon as you hit a staircase, you will go either up or down it. You don't have to try and diagonally push the control pad like other games of that nature. But yes, I like this a lot. Controls are responsive as well, and that makes the game a lot more fun too, because it really is a game of timing, this one. Especially, oh, look at that. not sure what Yosemite Sam's doing in this, but oh well. I would have thought they would have put Elmer Fudd in here. Maybe he's in later levels. I don't know. Now, the bad guys follow set patterns as well. So certain characters can only walk... certain characters can walk past the doors without going in them. Other characters can walk past the doors but have to go through them. Same as the stairwell. Sometimes characters can go up them but not come back down them, and vice versa. Which is quite an interesting thing. So once you've learnt... There you go, the green one has to go up the stairs now. I think that because he's hit the one above, he's kind of... Oh no, he's coming down now. But yeah, if you watch their movements, they do have a certain pattern that they follow. So it's always worth just checking that out. If you want to use any of the passwords that are coming up on the screen, by the way, feel free. If you fancy skipping a few levels, then by all means use the passwords that you can see after each level. Now, once you've collected all the carrots on the screen, you get 100 points per carrot. Once you've completed the carrots, you get an extra life. So basically, every time you finish a stage, you're going to get an extra life, which is quite nice. Now, you're probably thinking, God, that looks really easy. But do you know what? It's all about skill and avoiding those buggers, because they really do come after you. It's a bit like Clyde and the ghosts in Pac-Man. They really are persistent. But yeah, that's the closest I could say. Is yeah, Pac-Man. So avoid at all costs, because you don't have any energy bar, and you don't have a... You can see what your lives are after each level, and there are continues as well. So that's another nice thing. Look at Daffy down there ranting. There you go, there's a password screen. Feel free! But this is very enjoyable. Very enjoyable indeed. The sound's nice as well. You've got little clinks when you pick up carrots and other bits and pieces. And the music changes depending on the level that you're in. This one is a different soundtrack to the first level set, as you can see. And you can go up and down the drain pipes now. I love that animation of the bulge, as it were. That's a really nice feature as well, showing that you are literally going through the drain pipes. And there we go, down we go, pop, and we are at the bottom. Now that's quite cool. I like that. I like the fact you can go back up them as well, which is quite cool. And it also shows you the animation there for the bad guys when they go up and down the chute as well, which is great. Hope I'm not going to hit him now. Oh no, he's just fallen off the edge. Great. So, yeah. Collect the carrots to progress. It's that simple. The gameplay is very, very good. Everything just works so well, which is nice to see. And yeah, it's probably one of the earlier Bugs Bunny games that was actually quite a lot of fun. I will be looking at other cartoon heroes during the next few days. It's like theme week, but we're, you know, started it on Monday, so there should be some more coming your way before Monday, or on Monday. But I'll extend it if I have to, so don't worry. Oh, there's Wile E. Coyote for some reason. Anyway, I don't remember Bugs Bunny ever having a problem with Sylvester the Cat, but there's two of them, and one's green. Go figure. But yeah, I love the layout of the levels as well, because it does make you think, which way do I need to go to be able to get the carrots to be able to finish the level? And I like that. And then you've got these sort of invincibility or something that you can drink there, potions, shall we say, that you can drink, and then you can walk into your opponent. There you go, boxing glove. You can walk into your opponents, and it knocks them down. Now, from what I can tell, because that said earlier on, I don't think there is a... I've lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. But yeah, they don't seem to respawn. That's what I was going to say. The bad guys don't seem to come back once you've nailed them. That sounds horrible, but never mind. There's no jump button or anything like that, so you've got to use what's at your disposal to get up and down the screen. And it's very, very well laid out. I'm very, very impressed by this, actually. And I suggest if you like platform games that you give this a go, because that was my alarm, which I forgot to turn off. Anyway, oh look, we can celebrate in mid-air. That's very talented, Bugs. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. So, tell me in the comments, have you played this game? Did you finish it? I think there were about 60 screens, I think, on the NES version. I think there was 80 on the Game Boy version, which is quite nice. In fact, the Game Boy, it doesn't get the credit it deserves, really, that little console. I must do more handheld game reviews, because I think that's one thing that I don't do enough of. Maybe you can let me know if you'd like to see some more Game Boy. Maybe you'd like to see some Game Gear, perhaps. Let me know, because I'm always trying to look at ways of expanding the channel and making more things for you guys to enjoy. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but I landed on his head. So I've got 12 lives. That's not bad. That's quite a nice collection of lives. Don't be fooled though, because like I said, it's not overly difficult, but the way that the patterns of the characters work can always catch you off guard. So be careful with that. Like I say, you will be able to see the patterns forming as you go. So that I think the green Sylvester has to keep running, but I think if he hits a doorway, he has to go through it. But I'm not going to analyse each and every one of these characters right now, because I'm just trying to show you what the game's about. I would say that the gameplay is absolutely spot on. You're going to love this. It is a lot of fun. Even if you're not a Bugs Bunny fan, I think there's still something here for you guys. It's not dedicated to Bugs Bunny, so you could just pretend that that's a random rabbit, if you really wanted to. I said random, not rampant. Anyway, adult humour aside, I would say the replay value is high on this as well, because there's obviously you've got your password feature, which is the only way you can actually come back to back to where you were if you lose all your lives. So you can restart from there, which is nice, and it has continues. One player game, so if you want to make this a multiplayer, you know what to do, folks. Pass the controller to a friend, or just wait until they all run out of their 600 lives, because this is going to be quite a collection of them, depending on how skilled a player you are, I suppose. It's not all going to be plain sailing. Oh, Yosemite Sam and your big moustache just knocked me over. But yes, you do start the level again. And also, I think all the carrots reset as well. So try not to lose any lives, because it is a complete reset. Now the levels aren't massive, but they've made them look bigger than they are, which is quite clever, really. And I'm not going to do very well. Oh, that's what you call a fluke maneuver, that is. A fluke maneuver. Or just plain lucky, I'm not quite sure which, but there we are. But yeah, I really urge you to go and have a go at this game if you haven't already. And let me know if there's any other Looney Tunes or Warner Brothers games you'd like to see. Maybe there's a cartoon game that is one of your favourites and you'd like me to have a look at it. Well, you know what to do. Leave me a message in the comments and I'll get back to you. I have got quite a list of things to get through, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to ignore you. So give me your suggestions for the remainder of Cartoon Heroes Week. I know Scooby-Doo's probably going to be up there. Give me some more. Give me some more. I was going to think about doing DuckTales 2 on the NES as well. So let me know what you think, what you'd like to see. Would you like to see more of this? Would you like to see something different? I don't know. Let me know. The channel's as much yours as it is mine, because without you, the channel wouldn't exist. So that brings me on to finally saying thank you ever so much for all your support. You guys are awesome. And for those of you supporting me through Patreon, I really appreciate that as well. Keeps the channel going. And yeah, thank you ever so much. So welcome new subscribers. You are more than welcome in my little retro zone here. And some existing subscribers also who have been with me for a long time. Even if you haven't been with me for a long time, maybe you've been with me a couple of months, but I know there's those of you out there that have been with me for years. So thank you ever so much to all of you. You are all epic. Now, that's about it from me for this one. I will be back soon with a brand new review. Just let me know if there's something. I'm planning perhaps on doing Inspector Gadget on the Game Boy Advance. Let me know, because I can't. There's so many cartoon heroes, I can't get all this done in a week. So let me know who you'd like to see, and I will start planning week 2, which won't be immediately after week 1, just to give you that heads up. But there we are. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you've enjoyed the review. I've been Rich. This has been the Retro Revival Show. And just keep telling yourself, it's only a game, isn't it? See you next time, folks. Bye for now.
Incoming transmission.